Hi everybody, this is Mary and welcome back to the kitchen. Today has been canning potatoes day. I have done several different varieties and I have several more that I plan on doing. So I want to show you a new family favorite of ours. It is a breakfast potato, or possibly more commonly known as an O'Brien potato. You can find those a lot of times in the grocery stores in the frozen breakfast potato section. But we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to can that. That way all we have to do in the morning is just put it in a pan and crisp it. It's already done. That is going to save so much time. Okay. Yesterday I peeled a bunch of potatoes with the help of my mom and my son, and I've had them soaking in a refrigerated place in lemon water. I've taken the potatoes that we cut into French fry pieces yesterday, and I'm going to put on here and I'm going to cut them. Now you can put several on here at a time and just mash them because we want them to be a uniform size. Okay, Jackson, do you think you can help me with this?
Yep.
Okay, close it. All right. Okay. Now, if my hands are clean, guys. I've probably washed them at least 1,000 times today. No joking. Okay, go ahead and mash it. There we go. Sometimes you need a little help, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, folks, if you don't have one of these little choppers, then by all means, you can use a knife and cut these up. Jackson, don't mash it until my fingers are out. I don't want my fingers in there with those potatoes. We'd have to throw them away. And I'd have to have a big Band-Aid. But anyway, before Jackson interjected there, you can just use a knife and cut them into the right sizes if that's what you want. When you get these big pieces, just break them down to size. It's no big deal. Okay, we're just going to keep on until I get enough potatoes to fill my jars. Okay, I have my potatoes cut up. Okay, I have a pint jar. And I have my canning funnel. As I said before, my hands are clean. I'm going to put about half a jar, or a little over, of the potatoes. Okay. I have some onion that is diced up. Typically, folks, you either use a yellow onion or a white onion. The only onion that I had in my house today was this purple onion. So that's what I'm going with. It'll be just fine. Okay. This is about a 1/4 cup of onion. You can use more, you can use less, just depends on your taste. And I have these bell peppers. Okay. I have a video where I froze these for future use. Well, today's future use. So there's no need in going and buying a fresh bell pepper or two to put in here whenever I'll have to just pull them out of the freezer and defrost them. So I've got probably 1/8 of a cup or so of the peppers. Okay. Now I have my salt. You can use canning salt. You can use pink salt. I have about 1/4 teaspoon or a little over of salt. We don't like a lot of salt, so I don't put nearly as much salt in my stuff as what a lot of people do. Okay, I'm going to put some more potatoes on the top. Okay, folks, you're going to notice something a little different about this. These are dry packed, dry canned. What in the world is that, you might ask? I'm going to process these without adding water. Most traditional recipes call for adding water. But we have found that we like the dry canned, dry pack potatoes much better. But if you want to put water in yours, then by all means do it. If you put water, you need to leave the 1 inch headspace, and other than that, it's still the same. But when you do the dry pack, dry can, aka rebel canning, you can fill it up almost to the top because you have no liquid in there that's going to siphon out. Okay. And another thing that I normally do whenever I can potatoes like this is I put just a pat of butter in there. Okay. You don't have to call the canning police, okay? If you don't want to use butter, then please leave it out. I like the flavor, and I'm not afraid of canning dairy. It can be done safely. Just because something isn't approved by all the different ABC agencies does not mean that it's not safe. I've done this for a long time, and my family's still here. But do your research, and if you don't feel comfortable with it, just leave it out. It's okay. But I'm going to go on and fix the rest of my jars. You see how pretty that is. And then we're going to get ready to put them in the canner. Okay, folks, I'm getting ready to put these into the canner. These are pints, so they are going to process for 35 minutes for pints. And if you process them in quarts, then it's 40 minutes. Okay, with my altitude, it takes 10 pounds of pressure. I will put a link to the altitudes and the pressures that you need to use for your altitude. If you don't know what your altitude is, in all honesty, just Google it and it will tell you what your altitude is, and you can figure out the exact weight that you need to use on your canner. I'll show you what these look like after they come out. Hey guys, welcome back. The canner has stopped, the pressure has dropped, and I am getting ready to get our breakfast potatoes, also known as O'Brien potatoes, out of the canner. Those look absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to get into those for breakfast. As you can see, there's still water in there. That is from the veggies. But there was plenty enough liquid in there to safely come up to temperature and to process. But like I said earlier, if you do not feel comfortable with this, don't do it. I'm totally comfortable with it. I've canned this way for a long time. Do your research and be comfortable with it. But for me and mine, we're going to enjoy those in the next few days. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks a bunch.